Welcome to Statistical Process Control 101. The purpose of this lecture is to begin a discussion of statistical process control with a focus on its use in medicine. And my intention here is to begin with very simple concepts of measures of central tendency. And when we talk about measures of central tendency, we're talking about, for the purpose of this course, we're talking about the mean and the median. So what do we mean by the mean? Mean is otherwise known as the average, and it's basically adding up all of the numbers in a series and dividing it by the number of numbers. We can represent this mathematically. We often call it x bar, and we can use this symbol sigma to mean the sum of all x's. We use x sub I, it's supposed to be sub I divided by n. That would be the mathematical way of saying mean, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to call it the average. So let's imagine that we have a series of numbers, and let's pretend that these numbers come from our observations of operating room turnaround time. So here are some handy numbers I just happen to have at hand. What is the mean of these values? Well, if we sum these, it turns out we come to 250. And there are 10 observations, so the mean is 25. So these have a mean or an average of 25. What would the median be of this series of numbers? Well, let's figure that out. So the median is defined as the number, the value, around which 50% of the variables are distributed. So it's the middle number. The middle value. If we have a value, if it's an even number of observations, then it's the average of the two middle values. So let's see if we can figure out what the median is here. Well, a simple way to do it in a small series of numbers is just to start listing the numbers in descending order. So the smallest number we have is 19. And then the next is 20. And then the next is 21. And then the next is 24. And then 25. And then there's another 25. And then 26. And then 29. Then 30. Then 31. And if we just start counting down from the top, we know there are 10. So the middle value will be the value between values number 5 and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 5 and this is number 6. So we take the average of 25 and 25, which happens to be 25. So the median for this number, this series of observations, is also 25. X bar is equal to 25 and the median is equal to 25. If we wanted to do this in Excel, here's our same column of figures. Let's say we want to put the mean in this cell here. So we light up that cell and we say equals. Equals tells the Excel program that we're about to use a formula. And the formula we're going to use is called average. We make a parentheses, and then we simply highlight the numbers we want the average of and close the parentheses, and we get a 25. And it turns out we can do the same thing with the median. We can say equals. We're going to do a formula. The formula is median, parentheses. And it came up with the same values that we did, 25 and 25. So there we have it. We've calculated the mean and the median. If you understand this, you're ready to go on to Statistical Process Control 202.